Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shiranda and I am a second grade teacher here in South Carolina. Today is Sunday, March the 13th. It is currently about 1:48. I am headed to a friend's bridal shower. I'm also in her bridal party, so I'm really excited. I've actually never been to a bridal shower before, so this is exciting. It's different. I don't really know what to expect, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of her church family and stuff there too, so I'm curious to see how this is going to go. So this is a weekend day of my life. I was supposed to be going to church this morning to try out a new church to see how experience it, but we didn't wake up in time and all that stuff. Me and my sister were gonna go together, and it's about 30 minutes away, so we did not make it. I haven't been to church in about, well, since the pandemic started. That's how long I haven't been to church. Like that March is when my church closed down, and so right now I'm exploring my options on whether I'm going to go back to that church or either join another church. And I'm not trying to be flip-floppy, but I want to make sure that the church that I'm going to be at for a while is a church where I'm supposed to be. So yeah, we didn't go to church today. We went back home. I fell asleep. Well, no, when I realized we were going to be late, I was like, we're not going to go. Let's just go get food. So we went to go get food. We came back. I think we both fell asleep because yesterday we went to the gym and both of our bodies are sore. Like, my hip is hurting because of one of the machines that I did, and then the bottom part of her body is hurting too. So yeah, I'm headed to the bridal shower now. And then afterwards, I'm going to come back. I have brownies that I'm going to try and make. I'm also going to probably watch West Side Stories. Last night, I was watching this show on OWN called Ready to Love. It's kind of like The Bachelor, but for, how do I say this? It's kind of like The Bachelor, but all of the characters on there are not characters. All of the people on there are black. And so, I binged that whole season. Last night I did season 3. I've already caught up on season 5, so I think I might watch another season tonight. I'm going to do that, or either watch West Side Story on Disney Plus, because I went to go see that in the movies and I loved it. I just love musicals. I love West Side Story. I like In the Heights. I like Hamilton. Love those. So I might watch that tonight. I'm also gonna try and make something, maybe not for tonight because it might not be ready in time, but definitely for sure for tomorrow and maybe Tuesday. So yeah, I'm super excited. The thing starts at 2 and I'm literally maybe not even a full 10 minutes away from the church that it's gonna be at. Well, it's not at a church, but it's at like their fellowship hall. So yeah, and fun fact, this particular girl, the one that's getting married, whose bridal shower I'm going to, she taught my sister when my sister's now in 9th grade, but when my sister was in 5th grade, she taught her in 5th grade. That's how I originally met her. And then when my sister went to 6th grade, that's when I joined the school that I'm at now, and that's how we were both teaching there. And then the following year, she moved from 5th grade to 3rd grade, and that was when we really got close. And then the following year, I moved to 2nd grade, but we were still keeping in contact and stuff. And we had like this particular like Bible study group at my school that we were both a part of. Of course, it's not active right now just because the pandemic was really crazy and all of our schedules were all over the place, but that's how we also got close again. And now she's moved out of the state to go be with her fiance, and yeah, they're getting married in June. So I've never been in a wedding. Actually, I have. When I was a child, I was in my grandma's wedding, but as an adult, I have never been in a wedding, so I'm excited for it all. So I didn't know, because I've never been to a bridal shower, I wasn't for sure what to get. I thought the bridal shower was to get something for the bride, but in the Facebook group that they made for the event today, they were posting the registry links. So I wasn't sure what to do. So I just got her a gift card and a really cute card from CVS. And then she can pick out whether she wants to get stuff for herself or for like her house or for their new life together in June. So yeah, I'm like 5 minutes away now, and I have to actually figure out, because this particular church has 2 buildings, one on one side, and then if you cross the street there's one on the other side, and I'm not for sure which side it's on. So I'm going to look in the Facebook group, and I will try to get some clips when I'm inside, and I will see you later. Alright, it is 4:52, something like that. It's almost 5 o'clock. It is hot. Bye. And this was like I said earlier, this is my first bridal shower. I was really, really nervous. What am I saying? I was nervous. I was just not knowing what to expect since it was my first bridal shower. And I didn't know that her fiance was going to be there and like men were going to be there, because I thought a bridal shower was just for the bride and like all of her closest like girls and family members and women and stuff in her life. But that was fine. Now I know it can be both. So I had to quickly run back to my card, because on the card I wrote just to her, but we had to go back and write her and her fiance. But it was a really good time. It was supposed to end at 4, and obviously I'm leaving at 5. I already know her family, so I said hey to them. I talked to them, and I talked to her aunt, and actually one of the ladies that works at my school, they go to the same church, so she was there. And also I got to meet one of the other bridesmaids. She was really nice, and we were just talking about the bachelorette party and things like that. And it's awesome because we all live in the area. So we were talking about carpooling, because it's gonna be in a different part of the state, actually closer to my hometown. So we're gonna go there for the weekend and at the end of April. And I'm taking off the day before spring break starts, and the bachelorette party is at the end of April. But I'm like, I have the days, so I'm gonna take another day off that Friday, so that we can leave. And I'm really excited, like just really getting out of my comfort zone. Things like this was one of the things I prayed about and put on my vision board, because I've been so disconnected from having community and friends and things like that. So I asked God to, one, allow me to be a good friend to people I already have in my life, or to reconnect with those people before he decides to send me more friends. Because my initial prayer was, Lord, send me friends. But then he was just like, you aren't even good to the friends that you have. So I've been trying to be really intentional with showing up for those people, scheduling times for us to hang out or go to dinner or whatever. And like, my schedule is busy, but you make time for what you want to make time for. So I went to her bachelorette party today, and then on Thursday I texted another friend and I asked her if she wanted to go to dinner on Thursday. So we're probably just gonna do something slight, nothing major, but just to hang out, because I wasn't there for her when she got married. Well, nobody was really there, but. And then just found out that she was pregnant, and I feel bad. So we're gonna go hang out. I'm gonna take her out to dinner, and we're gonna talk, catch up. And so I know that with me being a good steward over what God has already given me, the community he's already given me, I know that then he's going to be able to trust me with more, because there's no point in having what I have now and not treating them like I should. And not that I'm being mean, but I'm just not present. There's no point in God sending me more friends if I don't even treat the ones that I have the way that I would want to be treated. So they've been good to me, so just trying to reciprocate that and be a good friend as well. And because it's partially because in high school and college, most of my time was spent watching my sister, especially on weekends and stuff, and that's when a lot of things happen. So in high school and college, I made friends, but I could never really hang out with them because on the weekends my mom worked, and I would watch my sister. And so now, after high school, after college, after almost 4 years of teaching, I'm now realizing that, girl, you have to learn. There's a process to this, and realizing that friends aren't going to always text you, having to learn how to be a friend. Honestly, this is like kindergarten and preschoolish, but right now I'm learning how to be a good friend, honestly. So if I want a certain community, I have to make sure I'm being that community. If I want friends that are going to check up on me and want to hang out with me and travel with and encourage me, I have to also be that same kind of friend. So that is what one of my vision board goals was. And this year, my vision board, there's a few materialistic things, but a lot of them were self-reflective pieces that I want to focus on myself, like being a better friend, being better with my finances, and I'm getting better actually in those areas. Also saving up for a house or a place to move out on my own, growing my YouTube channel, just things that you can't necessarily buy, but things that I think are very important that should be important to everybody. And so for me, it's crazy. I will make a vision board and I will never really look at it, but surprisingly, when I make one, just about everything that I have put on that board comes to pass. So when the pandemic first started, I had a vision board and I put a lot of different things on there, and literally just about everything but one thing came true. And the reason why that one thing didn't come true is because I wasn't doing what I needed to. And the crazy thing was, all of those things came true, but I never really went back all the time to look at it or anything like that. I just wrote it down, and then throughout the year, things would just happen for me that would align with what my goals were. So this year, and I'll actually post a picture of it here of what my vision board looks like right now, but I did it on Canva. That way I don't have to make the poster board because it kind of tore the paint off the wall. So of all these things about my spirituality, my physical health, my emotional health, one of the things that I do want to start working on is going to therapy, physical therapy, and like to actually see a therapist. One, because I know I have unresolved issues, and two, because when I was in middle school, I fractured my foot, and I never really got like professional therapy for it. And so now I'm a little insecure about the way that I walk when I wear certain shoes, because my foot turns out a little bit because I never actually had proper therapy for it. So that's something I want to do. But there's just a lot of things, like I said, I'll post it here, things I want to do, and a lot of them I'm already seeing are starting to come to pass, or I see them being in fruition. So I'm really excited for this year. And I know lots of things are crazy with the gas prices and the war or the attacks that are going on in Ukraine and Russia, people saying that Jesus is coming back and stuff like that. But I'm still very hopeful that this year can be very good for me, because when the pandemic first hit, it was very rough for everybody, but that was like literally my best year ever, career-wise, financially. Like, I had so much money coming in during the pandemic, which is crazy, from my side hustles, from my actual job. I had so much money coming in, I was able to pay off things, I was saving. And then last year I got off the bandwagon and I was better spiritually. Like, I was just on it. I had a Bible study that I did with some of my family members. And then last year I did not do a vision board. And not to say that is the end all be all, but I didn't do a vision board, so I had no direction for what I wanted the year to be like. So this year I said, I'm going to do one. I had my sister do one. Well, I didn't force her, but I told her to do one. Just because I think it's very important to be able to write down or have visuals of what you want your year to be like. And while I may not go back and look at it all the time, I have it in my head. And then like now when things come to pass that kind of align with what I wanted for my year to go, like I can say, now I see I'm moving in the right direction. Or if I look at my vision board and I see that some things haven't happened because of things that I haven't been doing in my part, then I can self-reflect and figure out ways that I can reach those goals or start them. So that was my TED Talk for today, because I just pulled up at the house. But yeah, I had a wonderful time, more so because I'm getting out of my shell. And the reason why I wanted community, the reason why I like to go to these different events is because it takes me out of my shell, out of my comfort zone. That's why I have not moved back home yet, because I do think I might eventually move back home. But right now, being in this city where I am is forcing me to get out of my comfort zone, meet other people, because back home it's very comfortable. I know a lot of people know me because of my parents and my family. I'm very established there. Here I'm having to make a name for myself, meet new people. And so events like this, and hopefully others that will come throughout the year, allow me to get out of my comfort zone, get more comfortable with other people, and not to be so shy. But I can start to see myself growing, and I'm excited for what the rest of the year has. So yeah, I'm gonna go inside, take these clothes off because it was cooler earlier. Now it's hot. Me and my sister, we might do a drive around the neighborhood or something just to get out of the house. So I'll see you later.